Hi Leo, welcome to your new moon in Leo reading for August 16, 2023. It is your new moon, so it should be a good one. You have the World card, which has a yes answer with it. It's not my yes, but there is a yes on the card. Accomplishment, success, celebration, full circle. Full circle for me is a big one where the world is concerned. It's like the graduation card and you're leveling up here. This is the completion of something, and you're just kind of finishing up small little things before you move on to the next level. It can be travel, literal travel, um, and there can be some blocks with the World card on the negative side, but again, it's little things that you need to finish up before you move on to this next level. That's the World card in a nutshell for me. Okay, you have the, again, new moons close out cycles, so you have the Five of Pentacles. Five is instability, which pushes us to find balance. In this case, these are challenges that we face together, the Five of Pentacles, so you're not in this alone, or you're helping somebody. It could be big worldly events when the world a card appears. It can be the macro as opposed to the micro, but that's trickles down, right? Things happening in the outer world can have an effect on what's going on with us financially or health-wise. This is a lack mentality. Now, I don't know if this is you or somebody that you're helping, but this is somebody who is dealing with lack mentality. Judgment. This is a rebirth card, but we are making some judgments here, and this can be in regards to your finances or your health, or even just this challenge that you are helping people through or going through yourself. But we hear something when the Judgment card comes along, and it kind of wakes us up and helps us to understand what our place in the world is, right? This is somebody who feels very much left out in the cold, right? It's like we're outside peeking in. Everybody else has this, everybody else has that, everybody else has a warm home and good pair of shoes and the right clothes for the weather, and I don't. That's kind of what the Five of Pentacles card is. But the Judgment card is something that comes along that it kind of wakes us up out of a stupor, right? And it gives us a newfound feeling of where we belong in the world. I think it's a very important card. It is resurrection, right? Something that didn't go right or was unstable can be resurrected again. It's like a new lease on life kind of card. And it comes right before the World card, right before we graduate, right? It's like getting your test scores back. Did I pass? Did I fail? You're behaving like the fool. That is somebody that has the faith of a child. If it's negatively aspected, then you're being foolish. If it's not, then it's having faith in knowing that whatever comes your way, you can handle it. I think that poses well for the Five of Pentacles and who you're helping through a difficult situation, because you seem to bring the faith with you. This is a leap of faith, the Fool card. It can also be that you've been going through something, some instability here, and you hear something and you're like, oh, wow, let me start again. It's a new adventure. Let me, have more faith in myself or my business or my finances or what have you. It's a nice card. It goes well. Three major arcana, so a lot of this is happening on an internal level for you. The Empress card is abundance. It's motherhood. It is, so for some people, maybe we're having problems getting pregnant or something. You might have heard something new, and you're like, okay, let's give it a try, and let's try this new thing, whatever it is, this new medicine or new treatment or what have you, right? The mother is the Empress is the mother card. It's Mother Earth. It's creation herself, right? Creation itself. Number 3 is creativity. So it is the idea of creation. So you may be feeling creative. This is a complete reversal of this card, right? There's not one blade of grass, there are a plethora. Nature is abundant. Um, Sorry about that. The Empress card can be your mother. It can be a mother figure. It can be grandmother figure. It is female. Um, Again, female issues can come up, especially with that Five of Pentacles. Um, Important females in your life. But this really gives me a health thing, because first of all you have the Red Cross, and then you have people who are feeling unwell here, who are physically unstable, so there can be some health situation. And this is like whole foods, right? Nutrition, things of the earth, grounding, being in nature. All those things are healing. All those things bring health back. It's very often that when you go camping, if you've had your sleep has been off, when you go camping for an extended period of time, it resets your clock. You know, you can sleep good again. There's something about grounding and being in nature that is extremely healing. Right. Now you have the High Priestess here. Interesting. Again, this is a very secretive energy. It is the structure on which you put the details on. So the High Priestess is your structure. The Empress is the details. This can be secretive. These can be things that are going on behind the scenes, but it's this energy of wanting to stay centered in the middle path and not going to extremes. It's a very lunar, so this moon can have a big effect on your intuitive and psychic abilities, but also just kind of feeling your way through a situation. This is your divinity. What you find divine is what you build your structure on, right? So if it's nutrition and good health and a good healthy body, then the High Priestess would know how to feed herself. What is the proper nutrition for her? What is the proper exercise? You know, the structure of the whole thing. But it's a very lunar energy, so there's a very receptive energy to it. It's like posing a question and then waiting for the answer. It's it's receptive. It's receiving, and you can be receiving abundance. You could be receptive to a child, right? Be the receptacle for a child, receptive. The womb. Hierophant. Well, I mean, these are 5 major arcana cards. This is definitely stuff that's going on in an internal level, but the Hierophant is also externally big organizations. It's also plays on your divinity because this is a very religious card. It's traditional. It's family related. There can be marriage here. Could be because, we got pregnant, and so you're saying, all right, well, let's finalize the deal or make it, certified and legal and, what have you. It can be dealing with large organizations as well. It is my no card. So you may get a no answer to something that you've secretly wanted to do or that you were kind of doing behind the scenes. Or you may decide to do it behind the scenes if you don't get a yes answer. If you get a no answer, then you might just kind of go underground with it or, be very secretive about it. That's also possible. 2 5s, though, definitely bring some instability. All right, so yeah, there is some news or someone or something comes in quickly to the situation to help. This is the knight in shining armor. It comes in to save the day. And whether that's information or a real person, something comes in to save the day. It might be you, might be somebody else, but there is help here. Help is on the way, and it creates a sort of a rebirth energy. You're being given the opportunity to change up your boredom. If you've been bored or dissatisfied lately in the doldrums, I get a kind of a bored feeling, to be honest with you. If you're creative, maybe you were going through like a dry spell, a blockage or something, and you're being given the opportunity to change things up with the Four of Cups. This cup is being offered, and these are the three that have dissatisfied you, and this cup coming out of nowhere, maybe from this Knight of Swords, is saying, here's an empty cup, fill it with what you want. And so you kind of have to know what that is. And that might be a child for some people. It might be a creative project for other people. You know, this is mother card, so maybe a mother is having some emotional problems, and you are offering them like an opportunity to change things up. Six of Swords is good here as well. It's dealing with the situation from a calmer perspective. It's movement, it's moving on from something that maybe didn't like bring you the joy and happiness that you wanted. There could have been a little bit of foolish action here that didn't bring you what you had hoped it would have, where women are concerned. Mothers, grandmothers, important females in your life. And you're taking this time to leave an emotional situation behind, move on, let it go, and trying to find some mental and emotional equilibrium yourself. With that six is always, again, five, right? Pushes us to find balance. And it seems to me like you do find it, but it is with the feeling of, let me take the lessons that I've learned and kind of lick my wounds from a calmer state of mind. You know, kind of just review what went on. And sixth house in astrology is a very service-oriented card. In this case, it very much feels like it's a service to yourself and to somebody close, right? But this is a service to self, because it's kind of taking yourself out of an emotional situation so you can see it from a different perspective or understand it differently, with that Six of Swords. There was something that was dissatisfying. And maybe, you know, this offer that you're receiving, you want to review it from a different state of mind, from a quieter mental and emotional state of mind, or even just from another place. You might just be like, well, let me get away from the weekend for the weekend and you know, figure out this red tape, or, you know, the hoops that I have to jump through, or the permission that I didn't get or did, and now what steps do I need to take? It's that kind of energy. Okay, what the Spirit wants you to know, you have the Seven of Cups. These are possibilities. It can also be, you know, building castles in the sky, like wishful thinking. But with this card, and, you know, delusional, but with this card, if you cannot imagine yourself having something, the chances are you can't do it for yourself. So your imagination is a big part of creative and imaginative workings. This card says when there's a lot of choice around you, what does the heart want? Ask what the heart wants, and that may help you to make a decision, because there's confusion with this card, and choices and confusion in those choices. What do I choose? I don't know. Is it just a fantasy? Is it just wishful thinking? Is there some reality? Can I ground my ideas? And because the Fool is pretty much about I'm going to do it, and I'll see and deal with the challenges and rewards as they come along. And when I do, there'll be something there to catch me when I fall. That's the Fool. It's the leap of faith. It's the faith of a child. But the Seven of Cups is saying ground those ideals, those ideas. Ground them. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it's been helpful. I will return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. And thanks for listening. Talk to you soon. It's appreciated. Bye.